think we're lucky that we don't necessarily have that much of a legacy system where it becomes that much of an issue. But generally, I think that it just doesn't work. I think the idea that you can leave half of your team dealing with the slow side and half of your team dealing with the fast side, our experience in dealing with this kind of thing is that it just gives you technical debt. That the technical debt that you will have, that you will accrue from having the slow side, not upgrading and not migrating to new things, will just ultimately end up slowing down the fast side as well. And from a recruitment point of view, if I was trying to recruit somebody into the business and I was going to tell them that we had one team of people who was working on the future and one team of people that was working on the past, then I don't imagine that they would be very keen to be in the team that was working in the past. So I think you end up with an organization where all the cool kids are getting to work on the latest stuff, and then you have a whole bunch of other people who are stuck working on trying to maintain everything you have, and that's probably not good for staff morale. But ultimately, just the idea that just that technical debt will always come back and bite you, that even if you think you can put a new front end on the old system, eventually there has to come a point where you just, even if you have to drag it kicking and screaming, you have to push it forward along with everything else. I think you have to have everybody working on the same thing. Everybody has to be pushing in the same direction at the same pace. And I think the Gartner report probably appeals to a certain kind of audience that thinks that this is the answer to their problems, that if you are somebody who is stuck with that legacy situation, you probably see it as that seems like a good answer. But actually, I think in the long run, you'll find that the companies who are not working in that bimodal setup and are actually just pushing ahead will be the ones that will then just take over.
NTT Communications.